All right, let's talk NCAA. The new game just came out. The new gameplay trailer. It looks nice. For what I saw, great game. It looks like a great game. How it's gonna play, who knows? But one recurring theme I kept seeing over and over again in the comment section is people saying, "Oh, this is gonna put a nail in Madden's coffin." Blah blah blah. Madden. Everything was like in relation to what Madden's doing. I'm just in my head. I started thinking like, this is college football we're talking about. Why can't it just be its own thing? It's a college football game. Allow the game to breathe, enjoy the game for what it is, and it doesn't have anything to do with Madden. It's not going to play like Madden. You know what I mean? The separation of good players and bad players is going to be deep. There's 134 teams in it. So the one question I did pose on the comment section was, well, let's see how it's going to play out online. When you go play head to head, are we just going to use five of the 134 teams because of how the big schools are just so way much better than the small schools? Because if I was to play the game or buy the game, I'm more likely to probably want to play with Navy because I used to be in the Navy, or if they have Southern Illinois University in there, because that's where I went, that's my alma mater, then I'll probably use that school. And I'm pretty sure the team's not going to be good because they're in the Missouri Valley Conference. So then again, I don't even know if they're even going to be in the game. So just the little things that I'm seeing people going to just enjoy the game. It's the return of college football. People that love college football. I mean, great. I'm pretty sure there are going to be things that's in the college football game that's going to be incorporated into Madden. Because I heard they were saying something about this new passing system. Maybe they bring it into Madden because it was just like I think it's based primarily on the left stick as opposed to the passing meter that we have now in Madden. Yeah, just little things that. But the thing is, when NCAA used to be out, especially NCAA 14, people always come at these games from a nostalgic standpoint. They forget that when Madden was always the cash king. It's always where everybody went to, and it's like NCAA was a subsidiary of what Madden was. And over time, yes, it did get better, but Madden was always the king because Madden is the NFL. And another thing too with the making of Madden football, they can only make the game to a certain extent based off what NFL approves for a game to play and feel like, and what's allowed in the game in terms of like how they wear their uniform. What's allowed is based on NFL rules and what the NFL allows. This game doesn't even have the title of NCAA attached to it. So what's the type of regulation EA is going to put into the game? They could do whatever they want with the game. They can add whatever they want to add in the game. The only licensing thing they have to worry about is school licensing, NIL deal licensing. But in terms of like the rules and the governance with NCAA over the game, it's not going to be there because it's college football 25, not NCAA 25. So you can do a lot more in the game, which is a good thing. Like everything, I hope like the game succeeds and changes. It helps usher in what they would do with Madden. I think because the stronger the NCAA game is, I think the better for Madden. And I also like the fact that they don't have what I don't like in Madden, which is by what I call "quote unquote" superhero ball, which is basically what Madden is turned into, is the special abilities. They have it in NCAA, but it's not going to be as strong as powerful as it is in Madden. It doesn't affect the game like it does in Madden. So that thing that plays primarily to why I think people play with the stronger teams is because of these abilities. And hopefully, the way it's implemented in NCAA maybe transitions into the way Madden starts implementing the abilities in Madden. I don't know. But I do know it drives Ultimate Team. Depending on what kind of players you get, which is a money thing, because you get to spend more cars or whatever you guys feel. I don't even play Ultimate Team, so I don't want to talk like I know how it works, but I just know like it's part of what drives like the Ultimate Team. How Ultimate Team is going to work in college football, who knows? But what I do know is I like the way they implemented their abilities into NCAA. There's just many nuances within the college football game. Like if you do a hurry up, the way they look to the sidelines when you want to make a play, and you got to look to all the players look over to the coach. Like that's just a college thing. You know what I mean? You're not even going to see that in the NFL. I mean, there's a lot to take out of it. What else did I notice that I liked? Oh yeah, the play calling screen. Because I think the way it is now for Madden, once the play happens, then the play call screen comes and it crops over the play, so you can't really see what's happening behind the playbooks. But the way they did it in NCAA, there's a square at the top left, and then you can select your play on the on the other side of it, so you can actually see what happened in the previous play, not unobstructed by the play or by the playbook. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of good things in it. The way the scoreboard looks, the way you do like field goal kicks. It's so many things to like. Like there's so many things to like within it. If you're a college football person, the atmosphere, it's a college thing. So this is just way different from the NFL because NFL is a pro league. So there's certain teams that has like a fan culture, which is like what college football has, and it's just completely. I'd say the closest thing that I've probably seen to like a fan culture in the NFL is probably the Chicago Bears. Like our fans travel, our fans are crazy. The Chicago Bears, the Bills, the Philadelphia Eagles, like they have like a fan culture, if you know what I mean, which is completely different, which is almost like a college atmosphere in a way when it comes to like pro teams. So you're not going to have this college atmosphere, you know, built within the game that most college games are going to have, you know, which is unique to college football, which is what I like. I just like the fact that it's different from that. And I think they said the game is going to play faster, so people are going to like that, you know what I mean? But the only thing is, when it comes to like competition, when it comes to like team against team, with 134 teams, I play FIFA. Probably a lot of people don't play FIFA. FIFA has a whole lot more teams than NCAA and Madden put together. It's just some teams you can select. And when I go online, I'm only playing one or two teams every single time. So you have like 600 plus teams and you're only playing two teams because of the margin in terms of like competitive play and what you put into the game, what the abilities of the players are. And I have that same fear for NCAA. The only people that are really gonna really fully experience the game and enjoy the game like supposed to is people that grow up to like dynasty modes, play against the computer. Or maybe they have like what's equivalent to CFM in NCAA. I don't know what they're gonna call it, dynasty mode or whatever mode it is. Yeah, maybe if you have something like that in NCAA, where you can play against buddies and play against the computer, draft your own season. And you don't have to deal with the online mess, because you go online and play competitive online, you're only going to see 2 or 3 teams. It's like, so what's the whole point of having 134 teams with all this crazy atmosphere? But it only benefits offline play, because the gameplay is imbalanced enough for all the teams for you to be able to select whatever teams you need. And you know, that's the downfall of having all this like superstar players and people not, you know, playing akin to their ratings, and it gives a completely big, huge disadvantage to the small teams. You can't really compete because of these superstars taking all over the game. So you know, we just have to wait and see how it pans out. I'm going to be watching it. Like I said, I'm not a big college person, so I'll be doing what I usually do when it comes to like football, video games. I skim the YouTube, see what people are reporting, see what people's issues are, see how people are playing the game. I'll follow the game, but I'm not really into it. I'm not a big college person, and I don't want to be playing with Alabama and playing with all the Big Ten schools. Like I don't want to be. That's just not how I play. You know, I just don't like picking over power teams to pick over power teams. I play with teams that have like a connection to, and then I try to, you know, work with the roster and, you know, play football the best as I can. But most people, that's just not how they're going to enjoy the game. You know, I don't blame them. It's just how people are. Everybody has their own like opinions and their own way of doing things. And just to think that there's been hot rod master in the game for quarterbacks since they have these abilities, and to think that I've never ever used that ability because I don't play with those teams. If a teammate on my team has it, I'll use it. But they don't have it. I've never experienced it. Tom Brady has had it. Mahomes has had it. I don't even know how it works. There's certain abilities within the game I've never ever seen because the personnel on my team, the Bears, they don't have it. So I've never used it. I don't even know how it works unless a teammate of mine has it. Like I think this year was the first time we had DJ Moore that had like DJ Moore had his special abilities, and you know, I get to use it. I think because he works outside the numbers, so he breaks out and in. So you know, it was nice having him on the team. So I mean, I'll use it if it's on the team, but there's so many abilities I don't know how they work because I never experienced it because the team that I've had, it just doesn't have that much abilities on the team. So you know, that just shows you can play the game without it. I just don't like the fact that in Madden specifically, it heavily influences how people play the game, and they just need to find a way to revamp it or retouch it, so it's not such a big thing in Madden. One thing that I did see that I liked was all the quarterbacks can adjust their routes. So if you wanted to do because there's times when I've been in the red zone and I want to call an in route, and I say I'm on the 5 yard line, and I call it in route. Sometimes if he doesn't get to the goal line, they'll extend it like a yard into the end zone. So the fact that you can do an in route that's 1 yard deep, 5 yards deep, and it goes in increments of 5 all the way upfield, that's nice. That's nice. I mean, I think the only way we can adjust it now is to the first down marker. It's like the hardest you can extend it. So, if you wanted to call a Z post and you're about 3 yards to get a first down, you can shorten it to the first down marker. That's the only way you can gauge it to the first down marker. But the fact that you can do it in the game now, and all the quarterbacks have it, all the quarterbacks should have hot route master in Madden. Zero reason why you shouldn't. If you have the ability to call it as the user, you should be able to call it, you should be able to use it. It shouldn't be an ability. And that's kind of what I mean when I was like, how ability just heavily influences the way Madden plays. And I think it's becoming more and more of a problem. And the fact that I think they recognize it and they found a way to implement it into this game without being such an influence on the game. It's I think it's tied to what they call it, mental and physical in the game, the way they use their abilities. And Madden should do the same. They should revamp the superstar systems. But it's their cash cow, man. I think that's what drives Ultimate Team. So, are they going to remove them? I don't know. Who really knows, man? But this is one of the reasons why I try not to just compare both games, because I know there are decisions above the creators of the game that influences how the game is made. And just to blindly go into the comment section and just keep yelling, "Oh, this is the death and man." I'm like, do they realize EA makes both games? People just say the dumbest things. They don't think it all the way through. It's like they're trying to. It's like a troll. They're just trolling, or they're trying to take a jab at one game over the other. But it's one company makes both of them. It has been years where there are things that have happened in Madden they've put into NCAA when NCAA was coming up at the time to make it popular, and then there's things that they've taken from NCAA and put into Madden. It goes back and forth. It's the same company. So we'll see how it pans out in the end. But another thing too, the field goal meter, the way they design a field goal to make field goal tougher, I think they should swing that over to Madden. Bring that over to Madden. We can't be making kicks automatic all the time. Because you definitely see the effects of it, because in college you don't really find players that are really, really good at kicking field goals. So that's gonna heavily influence it there. So like I said, man, there's a lot of things in the game that I like. I just think people just need to make a separation. It's college football. Enjoy it for what it is, and just leave Madden and let Madden do its own thing. You got another football game in the market now that you can play besides Madden, and I think having a variety is going to help out a lot of people. If you get tired of college football, you want to jump into Madden, you have a different style of football to play. Same thing with college. If you get tired of Madden, you want to go back to your college game, you have a different brand of football to play. So I think it benefits both. It's just with Madden, I just think since there's only 32 teams for the regs, they do a good job of the parity in terms of all 32 teams. But what separates from team to team or gives one team more power than the other is the abilities. The superstar abilities, it's this year I just think it's gotten out of control, and they need to find a way to dial it back to make it more balanced. So that way people can pick more variety of teams, because you just get tired of playing 1 or 2 teams all the time. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to watching other people play the game and enjoy the game, and I just enjoy watching other people play. So, all right, guys. So next time, if you got any questions, as usual, hit me in the comment section, and I'll holler at you dudes later. All right, one.